Hello farmers and welcome back to Riverview on Farming Simulator 25. Hopefully everyone, I'm not having a good start to my Monday. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend and a good start to their Monday. As you can see, currently we are in the month of October. It is the morning hours. It is just absolutely raining out, but work needs to be done. And yeah, the first job for the JCB is to get some weeds out of our fields that we planted in September. We also have going on 2 contracts because I could not pass them up for the month of October because we're going to be here in October for a little bit. So I figured, you know what? If there's good paying contracts, we'll do them, or at least our workers will. And yep, we got a T8 over here. Looks like Franco's probably in there cultivating field number 38. And we also got a plowing contract going on in field number 40. I think the cultivating contract pays like 18, and this plowing contract pays 23,000, somewhere in there. So some pretty darn good money to start the day. But we are going to make ourselves some good money because we're going to be jumping into our truck here, and we need to sell butter and cheese down at the small farmers kiosk. And not just butter and cheese. We're going to go sell some yeast as well, because I got tons of yeast down at the sugar plant. We're going to get a whole lot more because sugar beets are ready to be harvested today after the rain. So we got plenty to sell. Hello, John Robert, Skender, Branding, Terry. How's everyone doing? So yeah, let's go ahead and start selling some stuff because I would like to be able to buy. I got 2 items on my list I want to buy. It won't be today. I can't buy both in one day. I'll be lucky if I can buy one today. But yes, I would like to buy the Crone Big M modded mower for our farm. Is it really needed? Not really. Is it a nice little gift that we could use on the farm? Of course it is. It's gonna. I mean, the mower is gonna be a little bit wider than what we currently have for a setup. No, let's not park there. That's where the butter and cheese are gonna spawn. And plus, I can free up a couple of tractors at the same time by doing that. Let's go ahead and spawn out. Yeah, we'll start with the cheese. Why not? Hopefully this goes well. Probably not going to stack too good as we saw last week. This autoloader has a little. I don't know why it does that right there. Yeah, I probably should check to see if the universal autoloader had an update, and maybe I will later on. Let's get the rest of the cheese out of here. Alright, let's see if I can get some butter out. Yeah, the cheese is just falling all over the place. Butter. Wait, was that it? Pallets of butter. May not load them up because the cheese has gone everywhere. Well, it's going to attempt to try to load it. Alright, let me take this mess on down. I say a mess right now, but it's going to pay out pretty good. Let's see. We're starting today with about 47,000 in the bank account. And by the time I sell this butter and cheese, the contracts get done, sell the yeast, I don't know, maybe close to 300,000? Maybe even more than that in the bank account? Well, there we go. We're already up to 156. That was 109,000. I'm not going to be able to make this corner, am I? Not really. But we're around. I will speed up time here in just a bit to get past the rain. But I'm leaving the time scale at ×1 just for now because the price of butter and cheese is actually dropping. So I want to make sure we get the best price we possibly can. Come on, get around that corner. I know the trailer is rubbing on the tree. Kind of forgot on Riverview, I should be in cab for this because with all the trees around, it does make it a little difficult to see now and then. Ooh, that's not a good camera angle. Boy, it feels weird after doing ATS for 4 hours yesterday. All right, load that. Oh, you're not gonna want to load those up. I think it's not gonna load those up because they've been loaded on it once before, and that's where the universal autoloader sometimes has issues. Maybe if I wonder if this would work. If I put these back in here, and they spawn back out, I wonder if that would do it. Let's get some more butter out. Is that all the butter? Let's see, we got eggs. No, we got 3 more butter. And then the 2 cheese that I put in. So now this leaves eggs, chocolate, dark chocolate, yogurt. When is the best time to sell yogurt? Let's find out. Yogurt is in January, so not today. There we go. By putting those 2 cartons of cheese in the shed and respawning them, the autoloader took them. And then we'll be off down to the sugar plant to get the yeast. Alright, so we're up to 200,000. So the yeast should be going to the bakery, which it has been. So we can make some products, but we just got too much yeast sitting around. I'm not sure I like this in-cab view of the truck. See, it just feels like I'm sitting way too low, like I need a booster seat. Hey there, Miles. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. It's good for your phone to get cleaned once in a while. Maybe not the way you want to, but AI worker has completed their task. Oh, that's the JCB doing the weeds in the first barley. Wait, was that a barley field I planted there? That might have been wheat. Alright, gonna be a little tricky to get this back there. This is where my ATS skills may come in handy. There's no yeast there yet, but there will be in a second. There we go, that ought to do it. Alright, so now we need to go into the sugar mill. And I think it's going to be this one. There's no sugar. So if I change output to storing, because it shows the icon of yeast there, so I'm not sure. There we go. That's what we wanted. Oh, is this not going to load yeast? Now, is it not loading yeast because it, I mean, it's on a pallet, so why not? Or is my autoloader broken? Well, there's one way to find out. We'll save the game. Save twice for good luck. And we'll just reload the save and see if it's the autoloader or it just does not recognize the pallets the yeast is on. Where's that's my save right there. Hello, Nesco, and welcome. Hope you had a nice weekend. Stuck on loading vehicles right now. That stuck there for a while. That was starting to get me nervous. Never stuck there for that long before. JCB, where are you? Right on down here. Okay, this was a field of wheat. We'll get the JCB over to the big barley field. And then back down to the autoloader, and let's see if it loads up those pallets of yeast. If not, well then, I'll be loading them by hand. What did I plant over here that... Oh, that's canola. I remember now, that's canola. I think I've already taken care of the weeds in that one. Alright, you get to work. What time is the rain going to stop? Oh, rain's not going to stop until like mid-afternoon. Alright. So yeah, let's see. Oh no, they load. They do load. My guess is my universal autoloader did not like it when I put those pallets of cheese back in the storage. When it wouldn't load them the first time, I loaded them again, and I think it kind of got confused of what was going on there. Let's see, how much do I have in storage? Oh, I still got a lot more yeast in storage. How many are... It's 1,000 liters. Okay. What happened to you? The only thing you could figure was different size of pallets. Hello, Crystal. I don't know. Would there be different size of pallets here on Riverview? Oh, this is going to be a lot of weight. Just kind of hoping I can get them all in one go. Well, they are stacked. All right, let me help out the rest. Oh, this is gonna go bad. We all know where this is gonna go. All this weight. All I know is yeast sells good at this time of the month. I didn't even see how much I'm gonna get for all this yeast. I'm guessing not as much as I would like. But If I get like 50,000 for it, I think I would call that good. I really have no idea what the price is. Alright, so we got it all loaded. It doesn't look pretty, but it's on there. Yeah, we're good to go. $86 pallets. Not going to make this corner, am I? Yeah, hitting that bush right there. All right, and away we go. Size styles, you're listening while you're cleaning. Do you want to come to my place? Because, you know, it's spring cleaning time and I haven't started yet. I do hate cleaning, though. I mean, it's something that's got to be done. But, man, I keep pushing it off. Hello, Foghorn Leghorn. How you been? Hopefully your large farm has been going well. Whoa, what? All of a sudden I'm just tipping over? I mean, we are a little top heavy on this trailer, I will admit that. That's a weird sounding horn for a dump truck. Wasn't a full tip over, but it was close. Now, once we sell this yeast, I'll have a double check on the stock market page, make sure there's nothing else I should be selling, and if not, we'll fast forward time, get rid of this rain, because we got a couple fields that need to be harvested. Now, as I know, I'm not going to make this corner, because I haven't been able to make this corner yet. Coming from either way onto this bridge. Just sold a huge harvest worth of trees. Trees. Peas. There's something I haven't harvested since Riverbend Springs. Alright, I have no idea what I'm going to get for yeast. Well, it's open for 50,000 at least on yeast, and that's what I got, 50,000. Alright, we'll take that. Take it a run. And we'll park this right here for now. Alright, put the yeast back on distributing. Alright, stock market page. Anything? I'm looking for big numbers in greenish colors. What's down here that's getting... Oh, eggs. Yeah, eggs would be November. So that's going to be pretty darn good. Lettuce, boy, that price needs to start climbing back up so I could sell that. That'd be good. Methane. Yes, okay, we'll sell methane here in a minute. Bottled milk. I got a lot of bottled milk apparently. And what else? No, I think that's actually it. I think that's all I really need to sell. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward time to get rid of this rain so we can get some harvests going. My weekend was alright. We streamed on Saturday. We streamed yesterday. Streaming today. I did release a video of SnowRunner this morning. There'll be a video, of course, tomorrow on Penye. Those videos were recorded over the weekend. Come on, rain. Just waiting for the rain to stop. Alright, technically the rain stopped there, so we'll leave it be for a little bit. Let's grab, I guess, the Fent. Let's go sell some methane. And maybe by the time I get the harvester set up for soybeans, and of course we got sugar beet to harvest as well. Maybe by the time I get around to get everything set up, the rain will actually have stopped. Wait, this is not what I want. But do my grass field need to be fertilized? Is that why it's here? I don't remember. Oh, it's not fully fertilized. That one is. Oh, that's right. My worker had an issue, didn't they? I remember that now. The worker got caught on the fence once again. So this needs to be done to that corner and then back around. Alright, we'll do the slurry ourselves. I remember now the worker climbed the hedge again, like always, lately. I don't know why. The worker did not do that. I don't know how many times we fertilized this field, but now, like the last few times I fertilized this field, it keeps climbing the hedge over here. Alright, how does that look there? Good enough. Let's try to keep up with these grass fields. Yeah, I would love to be able to buy the Crone Big M mower for our last mow of the season in November, but I don't think that's going to happen. Unless I started selling stuff in the not opportune time. Well, maybe the eggs next month might get me there. I don't know. That'd be kind of a stretch, I think. Oh, this needs to be done all the way down to the corner. You're going to make me run out of digestate, aren't you? Alright, let's go get some. And I mean, I need to put digestate in here anyways, but would have been nice if I could have actually finished the field. And we're actually going to get the digestate out of here. I do got some butter and cheese up here I can go ahead and sell. Just got home 2 hours ago, very tired, but I didn't want to miss the stream. Well, that's a good thing. I mean, if you can be here, that's great. But I mean, if you're tired, go ahead and go to bed, and you can always watch the stream later on. Hello, Atlantia. Welcome back. Hope you had a good Monday. A good weekend, and you're having a good start to your Monday. And just a little section here, I believe. And that looks a whole lot better. Now let's get our combine down to the soybean field. Should be refueled. It's been washed too, I think. Soybeans are ready in, I mean, it's October. The soybeans must be ready. Actually, just go from this page. That'd be the smart thing to look at. Soybeans. Yep, soybeans are ready. It's funny how if you don't play on a map for a couple days and you come back, it takes you about 20 minutes just to get back into the rhythm of what you were doing. At least for me it does. I do think we are done with fall planting. So it's just a matter of harvesting the soybean field and the sugar beet field for the month. November, of course, we'll be cutting the grass fields, making more silage for the moo cows. Kind of the good thing about the field down here, by cutting the hedges a little wider so I can get in, it's easier for me to recognize which field's mine because it's got a bigger opening. Because I used to just want to drive straight into this field that we're coming up on because it looks very similar to mine, but I can see without the wider hedge, that's not my field. That's not the field I'm looking for. I remember when I bought this field down here, I thought I was going to be expanding all the way down here, but at this point, with the amount of fields that we do have, I think we got enough fields to keep ourselves busy every year. Maybe in the future, I might sell this field and swap it for another field closer to the farm, just so I don't have to drive the combine down here, but it's not like it's too far. So there's a sawmill mod that takes wood chips to make planks and everything. With the Devoured Trees mod, I can fill the sawmill with 200,000 wood chips in 5 to 10 minutes. And doesn't the Devoured Tree mod, doesn't that hold like 100,000 liters of wood chips at a time if you modify it that way? Or it can be modified that way? Come on, rain. Stop for just a little while so we actually get to harvesting. Let's jump back into our Fent. And we got methane to sell. And I'm guessing the methane has also stopped the production of maybe some grass in the silage up there. Thought my water tank... Oh, my water tanker is down here, but not where I thought it would be. And we got no water in there, so that's good for now. Didn't do the unrealistic. You're at 50. Oh, so it still holds 50,000? That's still a good amount of wood chips. I couldn't remember what it did. Last time I used it was on the Mythical Woods, I think. Not digestate. We want the methane. And let's see. Is that going to free up? Do I got grass in here? Yeah, I still got grass. That needs to be fermented over. Good amount of... I got silage that needs to be brought up. Brought down to the cows. Yeah, how... Ooh, I forgot what I mean... Alright, chickens are fine on feed. Cows are doing pretty good. But slurry needs to be brought on up. 26,000 liters of milk. I'm sure manure needs to be taken care of. Rain looks like it's finally coming to a halt, although the wipers are still going on the tractor. Alright, so now I got to check on my greenhouses because I got the tanker on here. Well, that's looking good. That's looking good. So my greenhouses are all set, so I don't have to fiddle around with those at the moment. So we'll leave that here. Alright, so the rain finally has stopped. So we can get the harvesters up and going, both for sugar beet and the soybean. And it's going to be kind of hard to keep up with both. But we'll do what we can do. Oh, actually, I need that tanker I had. I need that for moving the slurry around. Nope, that's the one I wanted first. Let's unfold the harvester. Well, in one way, the harvester, I just got delivered the sugar beet right there, so if I get too far behind, I guess I could just take the harvester and unload into the sugar plant. Although, I think last season I did cut sugar beet, because I get more cut sugar beet than regular sugar beet. So I'm just going to do a little bit of the head lid down at this corner. I'm going to set it off on a worker. Yeah, the greenhouses are pretty much full of lettuce. I need to take care of that, but as for filling up with water and liquid fertilizer, they're all set on that. I'm just going to go ahead and hire a worker for this field. I'll check on them in just a second. make sure they didn't get stuck. I got a funny feeling they're going to get stuck. That's going to happen down there, I think. And then the same thing here. Hire myself a worker. And I'll get back into... Yep, the fence. Is that... Yep, that's all the silage we currently have. So I do got some more butter and cheese up here at the dairy productions. I may just get the small trailer and sell those in just a moment. I learned with the Devour, it will hold 50K, but then for additional cost, you think you get it to hold more, but it just gives a longer pipe, but it doesn't change the quality it can hold. I thought, well, you know, I thought it did in FS22. But then again, now we are in FS25, so things have changed. I got loads of manure to bring on up to the BGA. Slurry needs to be brought up to the BGA. Both contracts are just about finished. Let me just make sure my harvesters are doing good. The sugar beet is going on, so that's nice, and the soybeans are happening just fine. Grab our tanker. And we'll get some slurry brought up. And since I don't need the tanker for anything else today, I don't think I'll just take all the slurry. BGA won't be able to handle it all. At least I'll have it up there and I can keep unloading it when it requires it. Actually, there's more in there than I can handle. The plowing contract is done. So that paid $23,805. There's another plowing contract. There's another one, but not paying too much. I'm not going to worry about it. And I did borrow the stuff for the cultivating contract. If it's nearby... Yeah, I may just collect on that cultivating contract. That one's going to pay us $18,675. Hello, TK, and welcome. Do I want some fish? Not really in the mood for a fish today. Actually, I'm not in the mood for anything today. I'm not hungry at all. Worker D has completed their task. Oh, that might be the plow, because the contract's going to finish before the worker actually finishes. Oh, do I have... I actually might have cows I need to sell today. I might actually have some beef cattle. Nope, that's where the milk is. Let's see, outgoing. Oh, I missed the time they should have been sold. All their reproductions are at 0. Why is all the reproductions at 0? That seems kind of odd. Yeah, they're at 0. They're at 0. Oh, because they both actually gave... So we had 10 beef cattle here, 10 beef cattle here, but we got 20 newborns here. So they both actually reproduce at the same time, which seems kind of weird. But I do need to sell these cattle here, the beef cattle. So let's scroll on down. And we'll sell those 10 for $33,583. I'm paying a transport fee of $1,000, but that's fine. Well, the money is slowly climbing up there. We were at 47,000 just a little while ago. We're up to 334. Yes, I'll keep on taking slurry as long as it sits there, so that's good. Alright, so I need the grain trail. The grain trailer needs to go down to where the Class Lexion is for unloading soybeans to be brought down to the dairy at the harbor. And then I need to lease a sugar beet cutter for the sugar beet harvester. Yeah, I couldn't quite make it around that corner. Thought I would. Steering axles on trailers. Never really get used to them. I'm guessing the one that grain tank is almost full is probably the sugar beet harvester compared to the soybean harvester, because let's face it, soybeans don't yield that well, but I might be surprised. Hello, Denard, welcome. I think I need 600,000 for that Crone Big M mower. Will I ever get my money back on that mower? Probably not, but we got the money. We'll spend it on it whenever we get there. There's the combine. That's still rocking and rolling. I don't see any soybean near the top at all, so it's not even close to being full. But by emptying it out now, it should be able to finish the field, I would think. All right, let's find that's a leased item. Let's find the McCormick, which is here. I need to lease from auger wagons. Where are the auger wagons? Must be, there they are. I think this is the one I used last time. Make sure I'm on the right one. No, I'm not. Because it's got to be from the sugar beet cutter pack. There we go. Let's go ahead and... yeah, we'll lease it. 8,000. Well, as you just saw, we made about 50,000 from the yeast. Oh yeah, that contract. You need to click the cultivating contract. 17,715. Posted the difference in the Devour in Discord under screenshots. All right, Crystal, I'll have a look at it a little bit later. I can't remember though in 22. I thought there was an unrealistic capacity in that. I mean, it's been a while. Alright, remember, I dropped off my plow here. I'm sure I'm going to forget where the plow is in a while. This McCormick may not be able to run this wagon, but again, I'm not going far with it from the field to the sugar plant. The one thing I do remember about this auger wagon is it's rather wide, so I got to give AI traffic some room. And when doing that, I'm going to clip trees. Come on, ice cream truck, you can. I can't get around that flipping tree till you move. Alright, AI traffic needs to be turned off just for a little bit. Traffic off. Have the town border off the traffic. Yeah, I am getting a little low on fuel in the McCormick as well, but hopefully I can get the job done down here. Yeah, there's lawnmowers on the Mod Hub TK that you can get. Wow, that trailer's just throwing me around like crazy here. Where is my harvester? I have no idea. I can't even see it through the fog. Did I miss it? No, it's actually just down here in the corner. I mean, kind of convenient. I mean, looking at the workers almost like lined up for me. It's like, I know you need to go to the sugar mill right after, so there you go. Right at the road. How convenient. Oh, so there's no unreal capacity compared to 22 to 25 on the Devourer. I might have been thinking back all the way back to 19 then. Or I'm just not remembering correct at all. Yeah, this tractor is not really meant to haul this kind of cart around. I'm not sure if I'm even going to be able to back it up. The front wheels don't really have much traction. Do I have that turned on? That's the question. I don't remember if I did or didn't. Inactive. Oh, that's running. That's running. It's good. That's cut sugar beet, that's sugar, that's sugar cane. No, we're all good. That's up and running. Alright, I'll bring this out by the field, but not near it, because I don't want to get in the way of the worker. Alright, we'll let them do what they need to do. Yeah, okay, this can be brought back. A lot of running around here at the beginning, but, you know, fall time is a busy time on the farm. Let's see here. Do I have any more fields of weeds I need to take care of? Does not look like it. I think we're all set with the JCB. That can go back. The hoe can go back to the farm. Just took off on your flight sim. I used to play flight sim way back when, but to me the only fun part was the taking off and the landing. Should have room for these eggs now. In the storage. I took out a lot of butter and cheese. They're only going to go in there for about a month. But either way, let's get them in there. let's go to our dairy productions up here. We're going to grab what extra butter and cheese we have. I have no idea how much is up at these dairy productions. If I get out of this JCB to check how much is in there, that's when it'll start to spawn. Okay. That's all I got. I would have been waiting a while if I didn't check, I guess. Oh yeah, and this has got chocolate here. Well, I'll just load it all up. Chocolate bottled milk. How much is chocolate bottled milk going for? That's best in January. I mean, I'm not getting a 17.33. I mean, that's quite a bit. And dark chocolate, 15.14. What side is that unloading on? Hopefully the right. No, it's the left. Let's unload it. And then we will just grab the butter. And then the cheese. Quite a trip there, Lanthea. The last time I did flight sim, I mean, I got to go back to like the early 2000s. And the last flight I did was like from Tokyo to San Francisco via Anchorage, Alaska. All right, so we're up to 367,000. Maybe when I sell the eggs in the morning of November, before we cut the grass, I'll be able to afford the Crone Big M. Need a couple $100,000 more. Now we're just going to empty out the lettuce in the greenhouses and stack them over to the side somewhere. Actually, I can do it right in the field next to us because I don't have a crop there. So the next few things on my shopping list, as I just mentioned, the Crone Big M, the modded one. And then we'll save up for a bigger combine for next season. And then maybe another decent sized medium tractor or a small size large tractor of some sort. And then, oh yeah, another thing on the shopping list is the oil mill. Because we got to make some oil for some stuff at the bakery. They need canola oil and sunflower oil to make a few more products. Alright, try to get a better angle here for the other greenhouse. Have any idea why my game does this? I have a forage harvester for doing corn, chaff, and mowing grass with different headers. But when I try to have an AI do it, they only move about a foot at a time. Is that for both mowing grass and doing corn chaff? And I assume you're... I'm going to maybe assume that you're driving next to him with a trailer? I haven't done any forage harvesting in 25, have I? I don't think I have. Maybe the worker's having a hard time recognizing that you're beside it with a trailer for it to unload or something, or you're not blocking it by any chance. I mean, but you would see the notification coming up. Forage harvester can attach to a trailer. You might want to try hauling a trailer beside it and see if that is causing the issue. You just got to start doing the process of elimination of what the deal is. But maybe Miles knows something about it, because he immediately went to the Colossus and you were like, yeah, I'm using that. So maybe there's a problem with the Colossus forage harvester. Why aren't we loading on this side of the trailer? I have no idea. Let me unload that and restart. Let's reload again, see how it loads. Why is it doing that? Am I too close to the greenhouse for some reason and it's causing some issues? Now it's loading good. All right, we'll plop these over to the side. So the greenhouses, I think I'm pretty much caught up on all the side work I had to get done. Let's see, where's my harvester? Harvester's down here. We gotta get the mist bits. Well, I would say maybe for the time being, you might, I mean, if you don't want to get rid of the forage harvester itself. Alright, what's going on here? I'm lowering my header, and the header just bounces right back up. What the heck is that all about? Well, there we go. That was interesting. Let's see. Do we miss anything else? I think the AI worker did a pretty darn good job down here. Yeah, we did have some hail damage down here, but, you know, that's part of it. What's going on with my sugar beet harvester? I haven't heard anything from that because I wasn't paying attention and it's full. My farm is looking more like a lumber yard than anything. I'm building a house and I want to make sure I have all the materials to complete it before I start the elevator and roller coaster. You don't need a house. Hello, Doc. How you been? Hope you're having a good Monday so far. Let me turn around here so I don't have to turn around after loading up. Alright, let me just have just make sure I'm correct on the price of this mower. Yeah, 580, so I was just going to say 6,000. Ugh. That does sting. Well, I'm glad I did the plowing and cultivating contract. That brought me in some good money. Oh, now another cultivating contract comes up after I return the other one. Do I want to invest time into that? I mean... yeah, I'll borrow the items. I mean, I gotta wait for this harvest to get done here anyways. Actually, let me go ahead and just turn that off. And I got the traffic still turned off. So, I mean, it's 15,000. Might as well just go ahead and work in the background. Take my little shortcut so I don't have to go through the village. Is a silo looking house that you need? That was the other one I was going to build, so I'm kind of curious what it's like on the inside. But I'm guessing that might need some, well, I wouldn't say it would need metal. Because if you were to build that like on Riverbend, I don't think we had the metal production as a placeable. Hello, Jay. Hope you're having a good Monday. Yeah, we're going to be very close to having just enough money to get the big Crone. Oh, the one thing I forgot I can do. Sell the mowers I have. That's like 100 grand right there. Kind of forgot about that. I got to sell those mowers, and that will definitely bring me enough money in to buy the big Crone M. Field right here is where I got to go. After I run into the hedge. Long planks, beams, and cement bags. Probably going to need furniture as well. Alright, let's get this down to the sugar plant. Looking pretty legal on them roads. I had the town block off traffic for the day because, yeah, of all the things I'm doing. I really should have the Fendt 1050 on this, but the 1050 was busy elsewhere. Hello, Dactyl. Welcome. Hope you've been well. Stopped in to show a bit of love and support. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good weekend. I'm just going out here because I need the right-hand side to be facing. I'm going to hit that tree every time, aren't I? I need the right-hand side to be facing the mill because that's the way it unloads on the right-hand side. So this machine here is taking the sugar beet and it cuts it as it dispenses it out. And cut sugar beet gives you a little bit more material than full sugar beet does. I should be out of the way for the harvester, but let me actually park it like right about here. Alright, so these soybeans need to be brought down to the dairy at the harbor. Combine's all set to go back to the farm at some point. But we'll turn off the engine and leave it there for now because I don't need it for anything until next season. And keeping it in this field for now is not that big of a deal. So just a little over 19,000 liters of soybean. Hello, Arctic. Welcome. How's your day been so far for a Monday? Just a little trip through the woods. Kind of forgot what's in this dairy down here. What am I holding? I got, well, we got lots of milk to be processed. We got bottled milk. Oh, that's what we got there. We got milk bottled piling up. And butter and cheese is on storing. So I do got butter and cheese down here as well. Is the bakery going through that material yet? I'm sure it's going through it, but do I need it is the question. Cheese, I still got plenty of cheese, still got plenty of butter. Yeah, we just got loads of stuff up there at the bakery. Alright, I can bring this back to the farm itself. Actually, I'll load up with the manure at the cow barn and get that up to the BGA. Hello, Midwest. How you been? What have you missed? I mean, we're just farming. Just keep on farming here in Riverview. But we're not too far off of when November gets here. We're going to sell eggs, and we're going to get ourselves a Crone Big M mower. Only cost about $600,000, but that's what we're going to get. And then we'll cut the grass with it. All right, Skender, hopefully you sleep well. No, I think you did mean that you were beautiful. I don't think that was autocorrect. But hopefully you sleep well, and yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow. Yeah, we got like 100 some odd thousand liters of cow manure here that needs to be taken care of. And of course, this manure here at the other BGA, we're dropping it off at, making, of course, methane with it. And the methane's being made into electricity. And that's why we're going to get some money every hour for a little bit. Almost got another full grain tank in the beet harvester. I cannot back up this trailer worth a darn. Worse than usual with the steering on it. This is a good start on getting rid of the manure. Don't think I'll take everything that's in the trailer, but like our tanker over there is taking the slurry out of that as it needs it, I think. Got full on slurry. Is there any slurry left in this? Yeah, there's slurry left in that. Let's see here. I need to get into the McCormick, and my harvester is over there. What kind of buggy issues are you having with straw? I haven't seen any people really complain about having issues with their straw. Well, if that's going to be close enough to unload it into there, I'm happy with it. Might as well get this as it passes on down through. Yeah, this size sugar beet field is all we really need. We don't need too much sugar and yeast. Originally just wanted sugar for one dairy production and the bakery. And we got enough sugar going to all 3 dairy productions and the bakery. As you're building a house plus farming and productions, you sure are busy. Well, it's better to be busy than having to skip month after month after month because you're looking for things to do. Well, since I can't destroy my own sugar beet, I'm going to drive over it. Oh, the McCormick is not liking this too much. Alright, let's try not to hit this tree this time. I mean, I'm 2 for 2. About out of, it's not gas, it'd be diesel. It's not even flashing red yet. Just park this right here. Alright, need a tractor of any kind. JCB will do just perfect. Let me just recalculate my math, because if I sell these mowers and I don't have the money, that'd be kind of embarrassing. Let's see, eggs. That'd be November. We're looking at about 180,000. I mean, that alone, 108. The eggs alone would almost get me to be able to buy the big mowers. So selling our mowers on top of selling eggs in the morning of November, we should be fine. Alright, to the store. We're going to fix, repair, repaint the mowers, sell the mowers, and then while we're there, we can bring the plow back as well. Now, I should almost get like 100 grand for these mowers. A little bit less than that, but almost 100 grand, I think. So the shop is kind enough to repair and repaint for me for free still. At least I think they will. Alright, so the front mower is repair for 17, repaint for 24.16, and then sell. It's worth 9,746. And then repair for 192, repaint for 26,789. That's ridiculous. And that is worth 106,000, so I'm getting more than I thought I would. So yep, now I just need just about 100 grand. And we got a contract going on that's going to pay us, I forgot what, but like 15,000. And then yeah, as we saw with the eggs tomorrow, that's enough to buy us the mower in November. Actually, I probably should have brought this down to the sugar beet field because that needs to be plowed. But since I won't be replanting in that field until springtime, and of course, with this size plow and that size field, they'll get it done in a matter of a few minutes. So if I wait until the day with planting, we're fine. Drop that off. Let's go ahead and refuel the JCB. Getting a little low on the diesel up here. Dude, get off the pressure washer. My guy has a thing for the pressure washer. Alright, so that's going on up here. Anything, I think I'm kind of caught up. You're almost full, so let's get, I gotta get the combine back. Let's get you over to unload the harvester on the way down. I'm a-coming, 80% full. I'm a little bit too close. Such an expensive machine and a factory, all just because I'm trying to get sugar and yeast. But if I didn't buy it, I would have loads of money by now, and I would probably start to get a little bit bored of trying to earn money on the farm and buy other things. And in case you're wondering, why not just buy it at the warehouse? Because it would have been a lot cheaper. The sugar we could have. It's the yeast. We don't have an option to buy that at the warehouse, so the yeast we do have to make. This was a good field to purchase for the sugar beet just because, well, as you can see, you don't have to go too far to the mill. Contract is just about done, so I'm glad I took that. That's going to finish in time before we get done with the sugar beet harvest. And this time I'll bring this up to the other end of the field because that seems to be where it should be parked. Alright, the combine, that needs to be brought back, like I said, to the farm. So let's get this on back. Park it up for the year. It's already got pretty much a full tank of fuel in it. It's been repaired recently, so it's doesn't need any taken care of. Just needs to be put away into the shed. And I may not even be using this combine again on the farm. We'll have to wait and see. Wait, how are you blocked by an object? Seriously? I parked... How? Why are you coming this far over here for? Watch it pull forward like about a foot, and that's all it wanted. Yeah, oh yeah, pretty much. Pretty much that's all it wanted. Yeah, but as I was saying, I may not even be using this combine on this farm next year because we might have enough money to upgrade to another one. Although I might keep this one and have two combines, but I think we get through the harvest season at a pretty good pace. If I get myself a bigger combine with a bigger header, well, that just means I'm going to get through it even quicker. Thought I had the combine I wanted for the series with the ideal combine, but just couldn't get it to work with the headers that we had for it. Kept having issues with the headers digging into the ground. So far today we've made 400,000. That's not a bad month to bring in 400,000. We were at 47,000, now we're at 483. Of course, I mean, I did sell mowers. I got more for the mowers than I thought I would. And we'll turn this around in our grass field to get into our shed. Alright, so it's got a little dirt on it. I'm probably going to give it a rinse, but I think it's okay. It's not too bad. Alright, so how are we doing down here? You're almost done. We'll let you finish that up on yourself. And the harvester is... Yeah, I'm going to need to unload you probably before you get to the top, so... Whoop, there it was. Although I don't like driving in the crop because I always have crop destruction turned on. But root crop, I guess we can't hurt currently. I don't know if that's going to be fixed in the patch or is that the way they want to have it? Not too sure. Alright, so the contract that we had is complete. I'm not going to see if there's another cultivating contract because the only ones I want to do are well-paying ones, and that would take a while to get the job done, and we're not too far from being done ourselves in the month of October. Let's go ahead and we'll drop this off in the sugar factory. And then we just got to wait for it to finish up the harvest, which is just one more pass. Have no idea how much sugar beet we've gotten off this field. It's the first time we've harvested the field like this. But I already know it's more than enough than what we need. And if I run out, it's not that big of a deal. We're not making that much money from the products from the bakery that we're making with the yeast. But as you saw, I did sell, what, about 80,000 liters of yeast or something like that just recently. So, yeah, we don't need that much yeast. Let's go ahead and click on that contract. So 16,072, so that's a nice little bit of income. Puts us just shy of $500,000 in the bank account. And there might be little pieces of sugar beet here and there, but we got the majority of it. I don't need to go around to get a few more liters. Oh, you definitely could destroy root crop. I've done it many times in FS22. I'm trying to remember in 25 if I have, but I've been playing with crop destruction on in my games for a long time, so I'm kind of used to it when it comes to my fields. I hit the tree, surprise, surprise. But I'm kind of used to my fields being kind of careful of driving in the crop. And I can't remember in 25. I think I learned it on fresh stalks I couldn't destroy the root crop. I don't think we did any sugar beet potatoes or veggies like that on Riverbend. And now my fuel indicators tell me I'm getting low on fuel. So I'm done with this trailer. That's not where I need to be. I need to be here. Vehicles, leased. And return that. Drives a whole lot better with that not being on the back of it. Let's get the root crop harvester put away. Yeah, but FS22 definitely heals the Tuscany. I remember quite a bit because I was doing a lot of root crop stuff. And I was destroying crop there every once in a while if I drove on the edge of it. Alright, let's get the McCormick back to the farm fueled up. I also need to turn... I don't think I turned traffic back on yet either. Alright, traffic should be back on. Yeah, I think I just saw an ice cream truck going up the road. And that is our harvest season done. Yeah, we got a little sugar beet up here at the field, but not that big of a deal. It'd be good fertilizer. So refuel, maybe even repair it, and a good wash. Gotta watch out for Sam. Sam likes to roam around the roads, as we know. I haven't really been paying attention. I don't know if I've even seen Sam today. I think I must have. He's gotta be around here somewhere. Alright, fill me up with some diesel. Just going to repair, not repaint. Looks clean enough to me. Alright, so we're full of fuel. And repair. Oh, I can't repaint from in here anyway, so that's fine. We just want to repair it so it's good to go. So, the animals. Yeah, we did take the slurry out. We did most of the manure. They got milk piling up again. Food-wise, yeah, we're catching up on the food again, which is nice. And the chickens, they're good for about another 5 months before they need anything else taken care of them. As for our production buildings, they should all be going just fine. And the greenhouses, we did check on them, right? Yes. Yep, they're all looking good. Mini biogas plant is doing the manure and slurry. Also, the farm production, how is that doing? I do got methane up there, but I can sell that at any time. Oh, no, I can't because right now I got slurry in the tanker. Alright, so we just got to speed up time and remove the eggs from the chickens. And we'll go to bed at 10 o'clock like we always do. And we're all set to go on into November where we'll sell the eggs. Yeah, we're going to sell your eggs. And buy ourselves a self-propelled mower. Unless one is for sale. I haven't checked the sale page. Well, that's interesting. But yeah, nothing there that we're looking for. Yeah, if the mower comes up for sale, I'll definitely buy it on sale. The reason why I do this is because if I go to bed now, the chickens' eggs spawn point would become too full. But we can go to bed at 10 and wake up at 8 and be perfectly fine. Be almost full, but not quite full. Alright, that should be close enough. Let me just make sure... all the manure is in. I'm not sure if the slurry is going in anymore. So I want to just hitch up the tractor to it just to be sure it's going in. Alright, that should be fine. Alright, let's go to November. Get to my cozy little bed here. Alright, let's feed Sam. Like I said, I haven't really looked for him. I may have seen him today, but not really paid attention. He's around here somewhere. Well, that's interesting. The John Deere X9 Combine is for sale. Does have 42 hours on it, though. That's quite a bit for farm sim hours. But nope, gotta stay focused on the prize for today. So, egg prices. Let's see how we're doing on eggs. Yep. Price is looking really, really good. Let's see what the price is at the small farmer's kiosk, though. If I can go on eggs, that'd be good. Eggs. $14.01, the price is dropping. So, yeah, let's get right on that before the price drops too much. Let me slow down time as well, because the price is dropping, and I don't want the time going by too quick. And the reason I'm just going up here, it gives me a better angle for the shed to load up the eggs. Although we've seen how things are loading up on this trailer, which is not too good, but still going to be faster than if I were to load them up. And eggs. Yeah, we got 113 pallets in here. And that will also fix our audio bug when we get by the shed for a while. Hello, Anita, and welcome. Some more eggs. I'd like to get them all in the trailer at once, but the way they're loading up, I could have some issues. Actually, the way it's stacking them, it's looking kind of interesting. Dark chocolate. Was that all the eggs I had? No, we got more eggs. 13 more pallets, plus whatever is over at the chicken pen. And we're gonna go grab the eggs at the chicken pen because I want to get it all in one load. So should get a couple $100,000 for these eggs. But the trailer is rocking and rolling. Didn't want to load up that one pallet. I mean, it is out of range, but... Alright, so 120 full pallets and 718 liters on the other one. So our chicken's been hard at work for the past year. Now we get to see the benefits from the chickens. $202,932 for the eggs. Getting us up to $742,000 in the bank account. Alright. It's due. Where is that? There it is. I mean, many of you said to cut that a while ago. But before it wasn't too bad with the JCB and the articulated trailer that we have. But now with this setup here, it makes it a little bit more difficult to make that corner. Alright, let's go into the store. Mowers. There we go, the Crone Big M 500 by Power. So, wheel setup. First off, I want to go with a Crone design because I think it looks better that way. Make sure we get the 3-point link on the back because that's really what we're getting this for. So I can put the forage wagon on the back of this. Another thing about this mower is the working width is 13.2 meter. Wheel setup. We can go wide tires or standard. Well, I think since I got the money, I'm going to go wide tires because it just looks better. And I don't think there's anything else, because once I go with the Crone design, you can change the colors, of course, if you got the color mod installed. But since I went with the Crone design, it's going to paint it to look like the Crone colors. But there we are. So that comes to $589,000. Well, let's go ahead and just purchase it. And now I got $153,000 still in the bank account. So that's a good start to either buying the oil mill first or buying the harvester. So before, as you know, you see me cut grass many times here. But we get a tractor with the mowers on it, and we get a tractor following behind it with a forage wagon. But now with this setup, I just need this and the forage wagon. No tractors required. But getting it back to the farm is another thing. And also now with a working width about 1 meter wider, kind of will make the job a little bit faster. Let me go in advanced time so it's just a little bit brighter out. Let that sun come up over the horizon a little bit more in November. There we go. So, like I said, don't have that much to do in November. I think the forage wagon is up on the hill. I mean, I hope this setup works. I haven't really tried it, but it should. Now, of course, I don't know what the working speed of the mower actually is, but I think it's going to be restricted by the working speed of the forage wagon, which is 10 miles an hour. Oh, I'm still getting the audio bug going through there. I do got chocolate and stuff inside that shed. Now let's unfold this mower. Kind of on the slow side unfolding, but well, somehow I'm on the it needs to be lowered. There we go. And then make sure I put this on swath, Control Y, swath dropping. Alright, that should be good. He says with a question mark. Yep, being dropped in the swath. So, I mean, I used to mow this grass at 10 miles an hour anyway because I had the worker behind me. I couldn't get too far ahead of it. So, I mean, the working speed is going to be the same, 10 miles an hour, because of the forage wagon's restriction. Being an Omatana forage wagon, I could go and edit the XML file like I did with their tanker and make the working speed a little bit faster, but I think overall... I mean, we're on the extreme as it is, I think, with the mower and the forage wagon, so the setup is doing fine. And also I am running the mod, and I have been since it came out way back when, for the pickup for forage wagons and balers to be a little bit wider, so that's why we're not missing any grass as we mow. And when we get done, we should end up with about 145 to 150,000 liters of grass off this field. But it's nice to have this on the farm for the last cut of the season. And of course, as you know, when we get through the winter months, I sell that lettuce. That's going to bring in a whole bunch of cash. So that can afford us the oil production or the harvester. And again, all the grass that we're cutting here, just converting that over to silage up on the hill, and that's for the cows, which we got like 500 last I checked. Does the planted grass normally have different color than the wild on this map? Well, it definitely looks a lot different in November, because that is actually considered meadow grass on the side, and meadow grass dies off in November. So yeah, November through March, the meadow grass is going to look brown, because it's technically a withered crop for the most part. So that's the only reason why the grass looks really different this time of the month, or this time of the year and this month. I also noticed with this mower, when I kind of turn, I'm not really missing that much grass like I was with the other mower. Turning radius is actually pretty good, even with the forage wagon on the back too. Just notice the rear wheels turn along with the front wheels. So that's why this turning radius is that good. Missed the tree. I kind of clipped the tree there. Don't know how you kind of clip a tree. Either you clip it or you don't. Well, you clipped it. Yes, I did. So you didn't kind of clip it. No, I didn't. I clipped it. All right, problem solved. And looks like we're going to be about spot on with the grass, 145 to 150,000 liters. We're currently at 140. I am missing a little bit on the edges. Seems like the working width may not be as wide as the mower looks. I mean, that seemed faster cutting this grass field. You don't get it, you get one thing fixed, then you get another thing you gotta fix. Just like in real life. Solve one problem and two more pop up. Oh, it'd be nice if I turned off the forage wagon. That's why we're not traveling too fast. Forage wagon was still on. Will this fit through the farm production? Yes, it will. There might be more stuff to sell in November, but I just wanted to get the eggs sold so we can get this beautiful Crone Big M mower and get the fields done. I'll double check in November, see what else needs to be sold. I always think bread needs to be sold in November, but I think that was in FS22 and 25. I think bread should be sold in January. And there's Sam. Oh, I forgot to... Wait, is this field planted? I need to weed this field. And I'm not sure... Weeds, large. My hoe is not going to get those weeds out. I missed a field. Well, for large weeds, I guess I could lease a herbicide sprayer. Does take a moment for this thing to unfold and unload and all that kind of stuff, but once it does, we get going. We're golden. So, let's see, how do I feel about this? Well, I feel like it's a better setup than what we had. Just makes it more convenient. Another thing it'll allow me to do is in the future, as I have run across this a couple times, especially in September, when you're right in the middle of harvest season and also replanting as well, tying up 2 tractors to mow a grass field. Now those 2 tractors now can be off doing whatever I need to do. And I can really hire a worker to do this job right here. But since I don't have anything else I need to do, that's why we're mowing it. Plus, I just bought a $600,000 piece of machinery. You're darn right I want to use it myself first. But yeah, I can hire a worker to do this. I should be able to, because it's just like hiring a regular mower to do it. It doesn't know it has a forage wagon behind it. I will, well, at least I think it should work. Sometimes AR workers, if they got 2 implements on it, it may cause an issue of the working width. So that could be a thing. I don't know if it would work or not. Well, we'll find out next time, maybe. Because next time this grass will be cut will be in May. Kind of sucks I forgot about those weeds there. Yeah, the only way to get rid of large weeds is with herbicide. I think those fields also need fertilizer in them too. I think I forgot to do that. Oh no, I've been spraying the fields with digestate first. They are double fertilized, right? Boy, I better check on this now. They should be. Let's get rid of the weeds. Come on, PDA. Catch up with me. Yep, double fertilized. Double fertilized, yes. But weeds, unfortunately, I have just forgot that field completely. I will get a full forage wagon off this field, and then should get an additional like 60,000 liters after that. Actually, while I'm mowing this, where's my JCB? Let's grab the JCB, and we can start spreading digestate. In the first grass field. Kind of funny how grass fields don't get weeds. I mean, anyone that owns a lawn will tell you grass fields do get weeds. So I don't know why in Farming Simulator they don't, but let's not complain too much about it. And rice fields are just like grass fields, so they don't get weeds either. I wonder, because grass fields have always been that way in Farming Simulator, so I'm not too sure why they never wanted weeds in a grass field. But I guess since you're cutting the grass 4 times a year, that'd be a lot of taking care of the weeds every year. So maybe they just programmed it to be out of the grass fields just so it wouldn't be a nuisance, I guess. Part of me thought when I was going to buy the Crone Big M of going crazy with the paint job again. But I figured we keep it with standard company colors. So Omatana's forage wagon along with this mower is a pretty darn good setup if you want to do big grass fields. Again, this big Crone, the Crone Big M mower that I'm using, you can find this on King's Mods. This is not on the Mod Hub. I was questioning if I could be able to buy the mower during this stream. Not only did I buy the mower, I still got $158,000 left in the bank account. Hello, Bose. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. Actually, I wonder if that John Deere is still for sale. Is that still... Was that in this morning's sale? Or was that last night's sale? That's still there. I mean, I don't know what harvester I would want, honestly. I mean, we got a choice of many. But I was thinking about getting the upgraded Lexion. Not that I can afford the combine right now, but I haven't checked my stock market page to see what else I might be selling this month. And if I were to sell the other combine that I have, I probably would have enough money to buy it. Well, let's go ahead and bring this grass I got up to the BGA. So I'm going to get more than what we can hold. That's for sure, because plenty more there. Tracy, I wonder how it looks on the inside driving this thing, because the front mower folds up, but the way it folds up, it does leave a pretty good driving view, so it's not too restricted. Sam found his way up to the farmyard, roaming around. Should be in the trigger, am I not? Ah, there we go. Didn't think I had to pull that far forward with it. I want to make sure that the slurry is still being put into the BGA because I need that tanker. Yeah, it's using it. Down to 3,000 liters. Hello, Jim. How you been? I think I've sold a lot of the diamonds and gold that I have currently. We started today's stream with $47,000 in the bank account, and since then I bought a $600,000 mower, and I still have $150,000 in the bank account. So we've been selling stuff. Oh, wasn't paying attention. Almost was just following the path of a road, and that's not the road where I want to go. Now I'm just bumping into everything. Alright, well, we'll drive in this farmer's field and turn around. I drive better in cab on this map than I do in third person. Lower that down. Let's go ahead and fire up the forage wagon. Put 100,000 liters of grass in that silo and activated the hay and silage, thinking it would be split between the two. It all went to silage, and I don't have any hay for TMR. That is interesting. I would have thought I would have split it up myself. Trying to think if I did that. I was trying to think if I'm fresh stocks if I did that, but oh no, I was using Omatana's silos for making silage and hay at the same time. Of course I was using this farm production. And that kind of sucks if you were expecting to get like a half mixture to make some TMR. Because I'm pretty sure now it's kind of hard to find another grass field, or you have to, buy a grass field in order to make hay now. I mean, I guess in some ways though, silage will give you 80%, but if you're trying to make TMR, I mean, it won't be 100%, but silage will get you 80%. And our grass work is done. So I got 0.5 hours on the mower, so it took me a half an hour to drive down from the store, grab the forage wagon, cut both grass fields. Half an hour. So we'll get this put into the farm production, of course, like always, more silage. And we'll put this Crone Big M mower away until next May. Apparently my AI worker is done fertilizing the grass field, so they didn't climb the hedge this time, which they've been doing quite recently. I'm trying to climb the tanker at the farm production, apparently. I'm trying to get this in here just the right way, but that's just going bad. Oh, because I'm not on the forage wagon. I was on the big M. That's why it didn't show me. Leave that there. And I'll still park this where the mowers were before, because I got plenty of space. Actually, I don't think there's nothing in that shed. So we'll just park it just like this. Well, it makes it if you feed, for what Branding Iron is doing is, he makes it so if you feed them hay, the cow's production is 100%. So you got the whole grass field done. You didn't climb the hedge or anything. Well, congratulations. So we're going to work her on spreading digestate down in the grass field we just cut. And then I can start doing some more farmyard work. So I'm kind of curious, how much is my harvester worth? Lexian. So my class Lexian is worth 216,000. And then of course I would sell the header at 54,000. So it's like 275. So that's like 400,000. I mean, it doesn't hold that much more grain, 16,200. But the horsepower is 690, so that should allow me to get a bigger header. I can get the bigger tracks on it. What pipe? What's design 2? Design 2 is a larger pipe. Nope, that's what I wanted. Well, what is the horsepower of the Lexian? Class Lexian 507. Hello, Lisa. Hope you're having a good Monday. Yeah, I'm not forgetting about the weeds. The weeds are already kind of maxed out, but I do need to take care of them before spring. because the crop is in the first growth stage still, so I don't need narrow tires going in there. So yeah, I should have the header behind me. We're going to sell both the combine and the header. I mean, that's more than enough money that I need to buy that John Deere. And then it's a matter of how big of a header can I get. Because I have no clue. All right, we do the header first. And we'll sell that for $72,000. And then repair, repaint, sell that for $335,000. And that gets me up to $567,000. Well, back to this. I'll put US on there because it gives me wider tracks. We'll do design 2 because it's a longer pipe. For $320,000, let's just call it. So the X9, how long is that pipe is the question. I'm just going to repair it, not going to repaint it. Repair, which as we know the game's not charging us for repairs right now, but definitely wanted to repair it. I mean, I'm guessing I can get a pretty big darn header for this thing. Because that pipe does extend out quite a long ways. Let's see what I can afford for a header. Where am I going here? There we go. Grain headers. The Macdon. Wow, I can afford the widest header actually. Do I want to go that wide? I mean, I got the money. I just don't think I need it that wide. But you're going to do it anyways, aren't you? Yes, I am. Transport wheels. Yes, we want the transport wheels. We'll do... Can I do John Deere? Case, New Holland. New Holland Gold Edition. Macdon, Case, New Holland. So I cannot do... Well, let me do the John Deere. So I'll just leave it as Macdon. Working lights for 500, sure. Main color John Deere green. And maybe we'll go with John Deere yellow. $176,900 for a 19.2 meter wide header. Way bigger than what I need on this map. Skinner's gonna love you when he finds out you bought a John Deere. Not only did I buy a John Deere that he's gonna love, I traded in his combine for the John Deere. So we'll see how that goes. So a couple of questions I got here. Hopefully the drawbar is long enough. Ooh, wait a minute. Does this not have... Oh, wait. It's there. There it is. Alright, so that seems to be fine. And yeah, I think... I might as well find out now. But I think my auger is going to stick out further than the header. I think. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, I'll have to pull up right beside it, but yes, that'll be fine. Ish. That'll work. All right, let's bring her home. Well, I mean, this was unexpected too. I mean, getting the Crone Big M mower, I was like, oh, that's going to be great today. I was wondering if I could even afford that. And now we've even upgraded the harvester. I say upgraded. It holds a little bit more than what the Lexion did. But upgrading the header is also going to make us, like I said, get the fields done that much quicker. Might be a little bit trickier getting down some of the roads with that long of a header, but if I can do it with a semi and a semi-trailer, this is not much different. Yep, trying to take the corners wider because of traffic, and I hit a bush. We're going to get around the corner here. Not really. I hope I can pick up the header. Sometimes you can't pick up the header. Oh no, I can pick it up, I think. Wait, is it going to let me pick it up? There we go. Well, the thing is, you know, I won't be using the combine for a while, so if I don't mention it, just keep walking by it. Who knows? So this is the fourth different, I think it's the fourth different combine that I've had on this map. Yeah, this is the fourth combine. I don't think I've ever swapped out so many combines on a map before. So when I started on this map, I started out with this this vent right here, and it worked rather well. But then we upgraded. I can't even show it to you because I disabled the mod. But then I upgraded to the ideal vent, which I disabled the mod on here. That gave us trouble. Then we got the class Lexion, which worked rather well, and now we have the X9. My 4th combine. And of course, being able to get a much bigger header. What did I go from? So we were at a 19.2 and I had a... We had a 13 meter wide header and we jumped up to a 19.2. That's going to get some harvesting done in a lot quicker time. But now, money-wise, the only thing left on my shopping list currently that we're going to need is the oil factory, which is $240,000. Like I said, a very good medium tractor or a very small large tractor. But it's not very often I need a 4th tractor, and I may not even need a 4th tractor now since we got the Crone Big M mower. But I do have that $2 million loan I got to start nibbling away at. So, yeah, I think that's going to be happening rather sooner than later. Yeah, so is there anything else I should be selling in November? We can see some prices are mediocre. The bread jumps out at us, but that's January. Chocolate milk is January. Chocolate is January. Yeah, January. Lettuce is going to be February. We're piling up on methane. Need to sell the methane. And all the other stuff we got, not so much. Oh, yeah, and the yogurt is January. So everything else is January. Hello, Panther Killer. Welcome. Either way, it should be great entertainment when Skender arrives and he finds out that we sold his real-life Class Lexian harvester for a John Deere. How much money do I got in lettuce? Where's lettuce? 250,000. All right, so this is what we're going to do because I haven't done it yet. But the lettuce alone can buy us the oil factory. Let's go into my finances and actually start that $2 million original loan from day one. That's right, we're going to start paying that off a little bit. Yes, in-game the John Deere is better. In-game. In real life, I don't think I would want a John Deere harvester. As for my dairy productions, because that's something some people may be wondering, they're all doing good milk-wise. We got 47,000 liters of milk in that one, and we also got... I don't want to say we're down to 16, but that's still got a good amount of milk in it. That's up to 43,000. I probably should have bought another dairy production, honestly. Wait a minute. Let me go grab... Yeah, we'll go grab manure out of the cow barn. Bring that up to the BGA. I just realized I paid off a lot of my loan and left myself $76 and I got a worker still going. Is that... I hope they're almost done. Yeah, they're almost done. But I got a funny feeling that $76 is going to go rather quick. I can finish the rest of that field off myself, though. They got the majority of it done. Alright, bring this up. Yeah, have we hit over 500 cattle? I think we were at, or just under 500. Yeah, 489 is what we're sitting at. My worker finished their task just as I was down to $3. Thought I had a CR11 combine. That was on fresh stocks. That was our last farm that we were at. I mean, I wouldn't mind having the CR11 again, but since I just used it, I don't want to use it here. And the John Deere harvester I used on Riverbend, that was the S7 John Deere combine, not the X9. Now, usually I would not recommend buying a used harvester that had 41 hours on it in Farming Simulator, but I am running a maintenance mod, so the repairs are not going to be too bad on it. Well, right now it doesn't matter because repairs in Farming Simulator are free, but once that gets fixed, yeah, the repairs could be a little bit more. It should have some silage for the cows at this point. $183,000 liters ready. Yeah, so the only thing, like I said, when I sell the lettuce, we should be able to afford, it's down here somewhere. You got the oil mill visit. And that's $240. We do got canola. We'll be planting sunflower in the spring. That's where it spawns. Where, when I come down here with the crop, where do I go? Out back, apparently. But when winter comes, we got a lot of stuff to sell in winter time. Like looking at our stock market page, I still have, apparently I have $824,000 worth of material on the farm. Seems like a lot. Of course, a lot of that stuff we're not selling. A lot of that stuff I'm using to make other stuff. Get the cows some more feed. How are they doing on straw? Not that I have any, but I'm just curious. Yeah, they're starting to go to the straw quite a bit. But I am gaining on the feed trough once again. Slurry, I got 71,000 liters of slurry. I think the BGA is still processing some of that. Let's see. Slurry. Oh, it's got no slurry in it. Alright, I thought it was going to be processing it, but it has none in there. So we'll go grab all the slurry we can and dump that in. I've been very quick on the attach trigger lately. Alright, so I need to see how much it would be to lease a weeder. Well, I don't have enough money to even see what the price is, but it's more than $1,388. Then, of course, I had to buy some herbicide. And I'll probably get that from our hut, because I don't want to have to buy a full pallet. I don't think I'm going to need 2,000 liters, although I might need it. Alright, Jim, thanks for stopping on in. Appreciate you being here, and enjoy the rest of your Monday. Nope, 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 nope. Don't want to deliver that there. And what dairy production was the lowest on the milk? I think I'll just bring it to that one. Dairy production number 1. Oh, wow. 61,000 liters of milk. So yeah, either so maybe when I get to February and we sell, well, January alone and February, sell all the products. We'll buy the oil mill. I'll see if I can put down another dairy production, and then maybe throw the rest at the loan, get it on down there. I want to wait another year to see if I need another tractor on the farm or not. Like I said, I think with the Crone Big M on the farm now, that's going to help us not need as many or need another tractor on the farm. Because in a sense, it's its own little tractor. I'll keep the dairy productions going for months with that much milk. And just a reminder, our cow barn's only half full, and not all the cattle in there are mature enough to even give us milk yet. So, yeah, we got tons. I'm just going to grab this methane and see if it's going to be enough to be able to lease a herbicide sprayer. It should be about $4,000 worth of methane. Alright, let's try this again. Lease it for $1,555. Yes, let's do that. JCB is still out in the field, right? Yes, you are. Or bring the digestate tanker back, drop that off, and go to the store, grab the sprayer, and we'll buy herbicide. You know, I'm just going to buy a pallet at the store. I think I'm going to need 2,000 liters. I think. Not too sure. Well, definitely unexpected to have a new harvest. Well, I say new harvester. To us, it's a new harvester. And the Crone Big M on the farm. And also paying off some money on the loan. Approaching 37 hours on the JCB. This is the JCB and the McCormick were the first tractors that we got for the farm. And those are all hours that we put on it because we bought them new. I haven't put them all on there. Workers have been using them quite a bit. So kind of unfortunate that I missed that field with the weeds in it. But luckily we have a way to remedy that. Well, that sprayer looks a lot bigger than it does in the store page. Yeah, so I was going to buy a pallet here, but I'm just going to go back and buy some at the hut. Again, I may not need 2,000 liters. It's been a while since I used a sprayer now. I kind of forgot how much it goes through. Yeah, it's filling me up with some herbicide, but not... Well, it doesn't hold that much anyway, so I might as well go ahead and just top it off, I guess. I don't want diesel. I want herbicide. Thank you. I don't think the crop is in second growth stage. If it is, I'm going to have a problem. I will need narrow tires. I think this JCB can take narrow tires, if I remember correctly, on Riverbend. We just do a quick little test here, but it looks like it's in the first growth stage. Yep, we're not damaging the crop, so it's fine. I mean, the weeds look dead anyways, but as far as the game's concerned, they're not quite dead enough. Well, this has a pretty good wide working width. Yep, you can really see him turning a dark color now, so... Yeah, and I'm not going through that much herbicide. Yes, I'm glad I didn't buy a full pallet, so I saved myself a little bit of money by doing that. Figured out another problem. Have universal auto load and super strength from power tool mod. Wagon will not auto load anymore pallets if you use super strength on any pallet on trailer. I use well, I mean, I got power tools and I got the auto loader, but I use super strength via the lumberjack mod. But that's, I think that's a universal autoloader trailer bug. As I mentioned, sometimes the trailer bugs out. So you just got to save the game, reload it back in. I'm not sure that's something to do with super strength. When I built my house, I get materials back when I built in storage. No, I didn't get nothing back. I don't know if that's been changed or not, but all the materials I put in pretty much stays there if it doesn't use them all. So if you get that annoyance where it needs 1,000 liters and it goes down and then it says this needs 1 liter, you got to put a whole nother pallet in there to complete it. You don't get nothing back on it. Well, either way, we're taking care of the weeds. Not the way I would hope to, but, you know, mistakes will be made on a farm now and then. I mean, it really didn't cost me too much. It was, what, $1,600 to lease this sprayer. And I didn't see how much it was for buying the herbicide, but not that expensive. In the early stages, that would annoy me when I was really pinching the pennies. But as we can see now, I'm just making loads of cash at this point. And I don't need the herbicide that's left over in the tank. Just going to go ahead and return the sprayer with it in there. Let me go ahead and return that. Weeds are solved. Yeah, the constructible buildings for storage, I think those buildings are for like really small farms because all the doors look so small. I think it's really just for like a small farm production. Once you get into like medium or large tractors, I don't think those storage areas are really built for those. JCB could use a fix. Yeah, I may not have the money, but it will. Well, I don't know how this is going to work. If it says repair is 8,000, I got 5. Will it still let me repair it? You don't have enough money. All right. Well, the game knows I should. You know, I need that much money, but it won't take it out of my account. So that's just going to have to wait. Not that big of a deal. So, yeah, John Deere Combine, the 9X, or X9. The Crone Big M. Lovely. The animals should be looking pretty good. Got the cows, we got them taken care of. Boy, their feed trough does hold a lot. I'm getting there. I don't know if I'll ever get there, though. And, of course, the chicken's looking good. Actually, I wonder... that's puberty. That's reproduction. Just trying to see if I got any cows. So these 21 cattle are going to have offspring in December. There's one more. One more. All right, so I'm not getting too many more cattle next month. Did the update fix the paint job bug at the shop? There hasn't been an update to Farming Simulator in months at this point. So if you're wondering, repair and repaint are still free. You don't have, I mean, it'll tell you how much it is to repair and repaint things, and you can do it, but it's not going to take the money out of your account at all. But the game was smart enough there to know that I don't have the money to actually to repair it, even though it wasn't going to take any money out of my account. Hey, little buddy, how you doing? Welcome to the farm. You're 3 months old. You're going to become an adolescent next month, so you'll be able to walk around the farm a little bit more. You'll be doing all the jumps and spins and whatnot. Kind of like what this one's doing over here. Having fun, doing whatever that cow's doing. Yep, this is the pond that we put in. I'll give myself a good little wash there. But yeah, I think I am done for the month of November. The only field work I could do is plow up the sugar beet field, but I'm not in a rush to get that done. So, yeah, I think we're getting close. Not getting close. I think we're pretty much are ready to go on into the winter months of December, January, February, and get on into March. And that means a lot of selling of stuff in January and February. The money's going to roll on in. And I think we'll do that next time. I think the greenhouses are still going to be okay. That's about the only thing I should keep an eye on. But yeah, those are doing fine. Those are good. And all the other productions are doing good as well. So yeah, tomorrow I should be back here on Riverview. Like I said, selling all that stuff. Bread at the bakery. We got the lettuce in February. We got the chocolate milk, the chocolate itself. Yeah, we should bring in a whole bunch of cash. Like I said, we'll buy the oil mill probably tomorrow. Maybe put down another dairy. I don't know where I'll put down another dairy. I like to put up on the hill, but I don't know if I got room for it up there. But I'm sure I can figure out a way to do it. And then also pay off some more money on the loan. Start working on that. And really after that, it's just a matter of, I think, paying off the loan. I don't think I'm going to need a fourth tractor on the farm as I thought I was going to earlier. Because now with the Crone Big M being here, I think that will do it for us. Yeah, the grass fields have been refertilized. I don't think I've missed any of the fields with weeds into them. So we'll get through the winter months and get to March and start planting some more spring crops. And yeah, it should be kind of fun and interesting, I do believe. Got a lot more done here today than I thought I would money-wise. We started the day with 47,000, ending the stream with just a little over 5,000, but spent a lot of money. A lot of money. And sold some stuff too. But anyways, I appreciate everyone being here, watching me farm here on Riverview on a Monday. And yeah, like I said, I'll be back here tomorrow for more Riverview fun. If you're still here and you want to help me out, hitting that thumbs up button at the bottom of the screen does more than you know. Thumbs down button's there as well. You can hit that if you'd like to. Leave me a comment as to why, but no one ever really does that. If you're new here, you like what you saw and you want to see more content like this, you might want to think about hitting that subscribe or notification bell so you can see all the other stuff that we do here. I did mention earlier, an episode of SnowRunner went out this morning, so if that's your kind of thing, you got that. There will be an episode of Penier out tomorrow. If you're a channel member, you have access to that now. So if you need a little bit more farming fun, Penier episode out tomorrow before the stream. But I'll be back here tomorrow on Riverview doing the things as I said. Again, I appreciate everyone being here on a Monday. Like always, it's good to have you here. It's fun to interact with you in chat. And yeah, hopefully I will see you tomorrow. But until then, have a good one.